Hello, hello to all of my Cancer Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venuses. This is, honestly, I was going to do a general, but what I'm really sensing is that you might need a love reading today. So we are going to dive deep into what's going on, what you might need to know, and you can kind of set some intentions right now. Think about some things that you might want to know so that you will know what is resonating with you as we do our reading. I also do pick a cards on this channel, so check below for some playlists with some other readings. And if you want to check your other signs, so rising, sun, moon, Venus, any other signs, please check the little playlist in the description below for any other signs so you can get a really personalized, complete reading. Also, don't forget to pause right now and just give this video a thumbs up. It really, really helps me to reach more people who need these messages, and it helps me connect with more of you. So please comment below and let me know if anything in this message happens to resonate with you. So, are you ready, Cancer? Here we go. Let's get into your message. All right, so Cancer, let's go ahead and let's get some oracle cards just to kind of get a baseline for what's going on. And again, for some reason, I'm sensing that we should do a love reading today. Normally for these astrological ones, I kind of do just a general, but this one I am sensing a love reading again is necessary. So we got two that came out here just right off the bat. We've got patience and surrender. So clearly there might be something going on with your partner, or maybe you are wanting to find this partner. And I'm not going to do this one whether it is singles or whether you have you already have a partner or you have a connection. So I'm just going to kind of call it a connection, and you can kind of use your intuition based on what you are looking for or what you already have. This is on to a really good start with happiness, and it shows that you are on the right path. So I think having some patience and allowing yourself to kind of surrender to whatever is going on in the path of this connection is going to be the right thing for you. And if you want more love readings after this, I will link some in the description as well, so you can kind of get one of those pick-a cards instead of just, you know, what we've got here for your zodiac reading. But what's interesting is I'm seeing discipline. So I think that sometimes you might be like up in the clouds, like, you know, like just super excited. And I think that you tend to like jump in pretty deep when you do have a connection with someone. But I think kind of disciplining yourself can be a good thing, just so that you are like not in denial. Okay, so I think this is like the path that you should take, and then these ones on the side are kind of like, you know, a little bit of some advice, like not warnings, but just some advice here. So that one says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So I think just sometimes what I'm getting, Cancer, is like you sometimes tend to like make up narratives about things like right when you meet people, and you have a really good intuition, but I think being able to be a little more open is going to be really, really, really good for you. And I think it's also going to help your self-esteem. I think that having that patience and kind of working on these different things is going to help your self-esteem, because I think sometimes you feel like you are not lovable, or you're never going to find the person who is completely right for you. Oh my goodness. And this one just came right out. I think you might need to forgive a little bit too. So forgive anyone who has hurt you in the past. So whether you're with someone or not, like if you're already with someone, I think you might need to forgive kind of what's happened in your past relationships so that you don't repeat those patterns now. And that's also going to increase your self-esteem and just help you in your future relationships here. And also, what's interesting is taking responsibility and taking some blame here. Maybe even not blaming yourself. Like, I'm almost wondering if you are blaming yourself for the ending of a past relationship and kind of feeling like, oh, well, could I have done anything differently? Could I have done anything to change that? Is there any like different outcome? And what I'm getting here is that you kind of need to surrender a little bit, don't be in denial. Don't be like, oh, this person is coming back, or like I did something terrible, because the sense I'm getting is like you really need to just have some patience with yourself. And actually, now that we've got all of these up here, I'm almost wondering if the discipline is like you have been a little too hard on yourself here. And maybe the true narrative is kind of coming to light. There's still truth that's coming to light, but I think you need to kind of forgive, surrender, and let go a little bit of that before you can have the peace that you seek, which you are going to have it. So you are going to have, like, I think a lot of these new ideas and just kind of that new spark of love is going to come out of this. And it's so funny that we got Queen of Wands came directly out of kind of this interesting spread of how you can kind of change your ways. Also, I just saw 555 on the camera when I looked up. So if you've been seeing lots of fives, then I think that is going to be a sign for you that this message is definitely meant for you. Hopefully it's resonating. If not, just stick around and see, or you can choose another reading below. But what's so interesting is I have shuffled these quite a bit in the past few days and right before this reading, and you are getting so many wands. So you got the Queen of Wands, you got the King of Wands. So what I'm thinking here, what I'm really seeing is, because these two came out first, is that this person that is going to come into your life, or that you already have in your life, is someone that you are going to share a lot of ideas with. You're going to share kind of, I'm almost sensing like a creative path with this person. Like you're going to be able to really balance each other out. And I think that's something that you haven't had in your previous relationships. Because it's just been, I don't know, it's been a little mismatched. Like I think what I'm getting is just that you didn't always see eye to eye, especially on these kind of out of the box ideas that you can have sometimes. And so what's interesting is you got King of Wands energy and Queen of Wands energy. So really kind of just being able to give each other inspiration. And I'm also getting like travel. I think you guys might be traveling together, but I think make sure that you are not too guarded here with this, because I think, again, in the past you may have like some forgiveness, blame, some self-esteem issues, but what's funny is we also now just got the 10 of Cups. Like you are going to have the happiness that you seek with this person, but you are going to have to kind of work on these items before you're going to get to this balance. Okay, so the 10 of Cups just goes to show that you are going to really be able to emotionally connect with this person in a way that you haven't been able to connect with other people before, because you have felt a little bit guarded. You felt like maybe this person was judging you, because I think that sometimes the way that you do things, other people don't really understand, and maybe there is some judgment involved. And there might be like a decision that needs to come through too with that person from the past. What I'm getting is that the judgment is connected to the person in the past who was not really playing nice. Like I think they did some things to you that still may be unresolved. There might be some blame there. And I think it really left you wondering, like, am I lovable? Can I have a relationship? And I'm almost sensing that maybe even they told you that no one would ever love you or something like that, or no one would ever think that you had good ideas or want to travel and do these things with you. So what I'm sensing is there's still some judgment that's going to kind of come down the line from that person who hurt you in the past. But in the future, you really are going to have that balance and have that Wands energy of inspiration and just really thinking out of the box and being able to have that life and that love that you desire with you and your pets and this person. And I'm just sensing that they're really going to balance you out so incredibly. I can't believe we've got the King and the Queen of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Like, yes, there's some kind of gnarly past energy that I'm sensing here with the Judgment and the 5 of Swords. But what I'm sensing is if you can forgive that person and you can kind of move on and maybe really know, I think that you may never get the truth. I think that's what you're kind of searching for. I think that you really want, like, you thrive off of knowing what happened with that person in the past. And I don't think you're ever going to know. I think that something may come through that's going to help you make more sense of it. But I don't know that you're going to know the full story, if that makes sense. So I think kind of letting that go, and just knowing that you are lovable, you are going to be able to have a partnership. You are always working on yourself, that I always say in all the readings, I know, but you have that discipline to kind of work on yourself. And you, what's so funny is this, I shuffled this deck earlier, and this one is just lying kind of all by itself. It kind of fell out of the stack. I wasn't going to use this yet. It's the Moonology one, but this one just says prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So you might have another sign in Taurus, or maybe this is a sign to go watch the Taurus reading after this, because you might have a message in there as well. But the fact that that one just says prosperity lies ahead and there's a new moon, that one is quite interesting as well. And actually, let me look at my moon chart, because I'm wondering if if we have any new moons in Taurus coming up. Yeah, actually, it looks like if you're watching this in time, April 30th. So we'll see kind of what happens, and if you have anything kind of going on in the next month or so, month and a half, if you're watching this right when it's coming out. I would be very interested to see what happens for you in your love life in the next month and a half. That timeline can be quite interesting, or I think you're going to feel a shift after that. So if you're watching this after April 30th, 2022, I think you're going to feel a big shift, and things are going to be a lot different from what you've kind of been stuck in feeling. And what's funny is this one says magic happens when you most expect it, which is so funny. And it's got a 4-4. So if you see a lot of 4-4s, that could be another sign. I know we just had the 5-5 that I told you about a little bit ago. Oh my gosh. And the camera just said 11:11, like it said like 11:44 right when I said that. So it's so funny. So I know usually cards say like magic happens when you least expect it. This one says when you most expect it, because Cancer, I think you are always kind of on the lookout, and you're always kind of expecting, things to be able to happen. You've got air. So I'm almost wondering if, this could represent you, but this could also represent your person and the fact that they are kind of an air creator. So think about some air signs there. I'm almost sensing, like a Libra energy. Actually, I think Libra would balance you out really, really well. So we'll see. Or maybe you should go watch some of the air signs and see what those messages have for you. Let's see what else. The sacred flow of yes. This is so funny. I was just talking to my friend about this the other day, and how she is going to do a year of yes, where she is just going to say yes to things, because that is how she wants to get her magic. And she is a Libra, so that's interesting. We've got some Taurus energy in this reading with you too, maybe some air signs as well. We've got, fearless expression. So I'm actually feeling, okay, we got the 5-5 again. Are you kidding me? This one almost makes me feel like maybe your voice was silenced a little bit. If you were feeling like you couldn't voice things because they would judge you, you felt like, I just feel like you were silenced by this person who was doing terrible things to you. Like they were judging you. They were not letting you truly be yourself. But the horrible thing is I almost sense that they were kind of telling you that it was your fault. Like I think you were being gaslit a little bit by this person who was saying, like, I don't know, I think like some back and forth energy with this person that is not good. But I'm definitely saying that it is your time to change and to kind of have a metamorphosis, where you are going to get to become this person that you have wanted to be and gain a little bit more of that self-esteem. Maybe now is a time to nourish your sacred feminine. So kind of take some time for yourself. Nature is always a really great feminine energy and feminine enhancer. So think about your feminine energy and really lean into that, because I think what we're getting is that you kind of need to get yourself back. And if that feels like you, please, please, please go ahead and comment like your favorite number, or your favorite repeating number or something like that, because that will tell me that you're just kind of like ready to get yourself back here. We also have these two that came out of our Celtic Origins deck. So we've got this one right here that says transformation, knowledge, and magic. So I think, again, more transformation. Like we've got a metamorphosis, a transformation. I think you're gaining knowledge, and you are just, again, we've got like the feminine and magic there too. So I think like you're really just transforming, and you're going to be a whole new person. I think like, again, after April 30th, 2022 if you're watching this around when it was filmed. But if you're watching this later, since it is timeless, then I think you can kind of take a look and even see about a new moon in Taurus coming up pretty soon. Just know that probably like in a month and a half. I'm getting like, regardless of when you're watching this, in a month and a half, your life is going to be a lot different. And I think you're going to have a lot of creation energy. Like, I'm getting that you are going to be, again, with this wand energy that we had at the beginning, you are going to be creating quite a bit. And I think with this partner too. So what's funny is this kind of started off as a love reading, but I think the love really has a lot to do with you. And I think you've been doing a lot of kind of reflecting and letting go of what this person did to you, so that you can make room for that new metamorphosis energy for yourself, and also for the person who's going to come into your life, who's going to reflect that wand's energy. So really just be thinking about ways that you can kind of let that energy go in a creative way. And I'm like, again, I'm really sensing creation energy from you. So whatever you can create, also strength. Like, what's going to give you strength? What's going to give you the strength to get through this, in case you're kind of still dealing with this energy that was dragging you down, and it's time to let go, make room for yourself, and make room for a partner who is truly going to let you shine, is what I'm getting here. Page of Pentacles. So I think you're working hard on something too. Like, you might be in the middle of kind of a job switch, and something where you're going to be having some new responsibilities. So kind of focusing on that and letting yourself grow in that way, I think is really helpful. So creative, focus on work. And I think this new person is going to really bring new energy into your life. This is so funny. We just got the energy is gaining momentum. So that energy is gaining momentum. Even if you feel like you're a little bit stagnant, I think they are like pretty close to coming into your life. Let me see if I can get any details about them. Let's see. What do we need to know about this person? Oh my gosh, this one just shot out. I don't know if you could hear that. This person coming into Cancer's life. This is going to be your person. Like, your person who's coming up is going to be, again, more wands energy, more creative, more sparks there. 4 of Wands means this is your person who is coming into your life, but you have to be able to kind of make room for them. I love that this person has so much wand energy. Like, it feels like they've really come into themselves as well. And I think they might be currently spending time kind of by themselves, working on themselves, just kind of doing things alone. So I think that's what they are doing right now. So while you're kind of letting go of past energy and kind of getting into your own flow, building your own strength, they are doing that as well. And that way you will be ready for your partnership. I swear, these have been shuffled so well. We're getting so many wands. Because I think your partnership is just going to be such an amazing duality, and it's going to bring out creativity that I think you didn't even know existed. And I think they are very, very into travel too. So what I'm sensing is you almost might, even in the future, have like 2 homes with them. Like, you might have, like, they might, oh, this is interesting. This is such an interesting energy. They might honestly be from somewhere else, like a different country almost, or just like, I'm sensing like 2 home bases. Like, you can kind of go back and forth, and there's going to be a little bit of a duality there. That's very interesting. Just lots of travel and creativity, and really just being able to express yourself in a way that you have not been able to express prior to now. And this one just says, you deserve love. Again, Cancer, I think you've been really hurt in the past, and you haven't been able to. You're just like, am I ever going, oh my gosh, I can't make this up. We just got the release your ex card. So the time has come to clear your energy, do some transformation. Again, this whole thing has kind of been, I think that's just confirmation that this is the reading that you needed, where you've got to let go of them. You've got to let go of the past. You've got to let go of some of your control issues and allow this to unfold naturally. If you're on the dating apps or something, and you feel like people are setting you up and you feel like it's just not working, again, let it unfold naturally. And I think the more you can increase your positive energy and kind of transform yourself, let that energy gain momentum, and maybe even do some of the things that you want in this person. Like, go on a trip, just do something creative and kind of increase that flow. Because I think that you are going to kind of become a person that you never would have thought you would be, especially if you were with that past person. Like you're going to look back on this and be like, okay, I am quite literally living a different life than what I had before. And this one says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So it's time for you to really free yourself and just, again, I'm really getting the vibe of become the person that you need to level up, because this person that you're going to be with is also kind of like taking that time to themselves right now, so that your energies will match when you finally meet each other, and then everything will just kind of make sense. Ooh, passion. So you're going to have a lot of passion with this person. I'm thinking, like, I'm getting the vibe that you kind of have been thinking, like, am I ever going to feel the same way that I felt about my last person? And what I'm getting is almost like, yes, you can't even imagine the feelings that you're going to have for this person in the future. Okay, this is so interesting. I'm using a different deck, and we just got the King of Wands back out again, just like we did at the beginning. And then we got the Sun. So I think truly you're going to have like a really amazing partnership with this person. This masculine energy is going to bring so much joy and so much prosperity to you. And I think you're going to bring it to yourself, and then your partnership is really just going to complete everything that you've been looking for. So stay strong, keep working on yourself, keep expressing yourself. I'm thinking you may you might have like some throat issues, like you might have a sore throat, or like you wake up with like a dry, scratchy throat, or like you have some thyroid issues, or just something with like expression and like your throat chakra. So I think being like, if you Google like clearing throat chakra and different things like that, I think that could be a really good thing for you. That's just what I'm sensing, is that you had trouble in your last relationship. And I just saw 222 on the camera as well. So it's funny, so many repeating numbers today. I think that you had trouble expressing yourself in your last relationship. And I think maybe you didn't even know it until now. So now you're kind of healing. You are ready to let go. And like maybe they gave you some control issues because you felt like if you didn't have everything together all the time, they weren't going to love you or something, is really what I'm getting. But you deserve love. You are going to have passion, and you're going to have so much fun with this person. Like, it's just going to be exciting. You're not going to have to worry so much. And I love that for you. Like, I'm feeling a big sigh of relief that you're going to be able to just have fun and do what you want to do, and just have a lot of self-expression and be who you really want to be without judgment. So I love that for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading. Definitely check out some of my pick a cards, and I will have some more love readings coming up soon. So definitely subscribe. Give me a little notification bell so that way you'll know when these come out, so you can check your other signs too if they're not out yet. And I will see you very soon. Please comment if any of this resonated for you. Hopefully it did, and I hope it helped to give you some comfort. So thanks so much, Cancer. I will see you later. Bye.